Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. And for those of you who are new here, my name is Duran's Healing, and welcome to my channel where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And tonight, I'm going to pull some channel messages for you. So please be sure to like, subscribe, or comment below if this message at any point resonates with you. And the message that I speak in the loudest is bringing attention to the fact that you may be undergoing a particular cleansing, a purification of your spirit. And it's opening up your third eye. And you are able to go with the flow of the cosmic universe in a much more flexible way. There's something about you being able to listen, to hear what it is that you need to do in order to get where your spirit is calling you to be. Because it's about this particular water wisdom that you have. And water wisdom has more to do with the fact that the wisdom that you carry must go from one paradigm to the next, or one dimension to another, touching all life forces, whether that be in the paradigm in which you live in, or even on a much more frequential level. You're able to reach the youth. There's something about your wisdom that can touch the young and the old, putting you in a very unique position to gain insight from everyone around you. You look at the world as a student, and life is your teacher. And this has propelled you on your healing journey, granting you a certain degree of visibility to see into the other side of life, into the other side of things, moving you beyond the physical in a much more flow-like way, in a flow-like style, because you are the type of person now, you know that you must stay in the flow. And this is something you've already been alerted to. And it has granted you a sense of complexity about the world. Granted you a certain understanding of the complexity of your being. And staying in this flow, you have reached depths that you've always longed for. The depths of the ocean. And I would like to see what this cleansing is about. So I am going to pull a few cards to get some clarity on this. Oh. The card that came out says recovery. You may be recovering from something, recovering from a degree of insight. This is about what you've known. And this is unique in the healing journey that isn't often talked about much. When you gain knowledge and awareness and insight on this level, you have to lose something. You have to shed old ways of thinking because this knowledge isn't adequate, or it's about a spiritual upgrade, upgrading your spiritual knowledge. And as you gain wisdom and insight on very deep levels that I can see that you've gained here, that's why this cleansing is here. And that's why you may be in a state of recovery, which requires you to be here in the present. I can hear something about ancient mathematics. You may be gaining insight about ancient wisdom that has been tapped into the subspace compartment of your being, and the energy that you have allowed to take you into the deepest thresholds is pulling out this wisdom. That's why the complexity stone is in a position of subspace, going beyond dimensions, or should I say, going to the underworld. This is, if you're familiar with any ancient civilization, this type of wisdom is the type of wisdom that you're gaining insight on. Your spirit needs this recovery process. So be easy on yourself as you flow in and out of different thought processes. Letting go of old thinkings that you were subscribing to and embracing the new ones, because it's leading you to a much more authentic place, pushing you to the core, the true core of who you are. And it's about the wild side. It starts to get into the nature of your being, because this will ultimately land you home, land you where you've been searching for all this time, which is looking for a sense of home. Rising through the ashes, from childhood to adolescent, through adulthood to now. And you will be welcomed here. You will feel the landing place, because this is where the energy is pulling you towards. The earth stone is in nature, can suggest that you may feel at ease or a sense of comfort when you go outside. You may be the type of person that need to take a hike, find a trail, or go camping. This may be something that you're into, because this is where your spirit registers the most. And the transition is in effect. The transition and change is in effect, because the nature stone is next to the transition stone. This is similar to the messages from yesterday. This may be a part 2. So if this is your first time hearing this, I do suggest that you go back and listen to the message, the video that I posted yesterday, in terms of starting over, starting from scratch. Because it was something about magic, and I could see it show up a little bit more here today. There's something about the fact that there are otherworldly beings and otherworldly entities that have sparked their attention in you. And this may go a little bit far off on the rails in terms of esoteric knowledge, but there are other entities, there are other energies outside of the human form that will make themselves known frequently. And somehow your DNA, the molecular level of your being, is picking up on this wisdom. And that's why magic came up in the last video. Because to tap into this frequency, you have to be a believer in the unknown, in some form of magic, if for lack of better words. But it has to do with your power. You're tapped into an ancestral power. It's a part of your spiritual inheritance to stand firm and tall in the wisdom that you carry, and to trust the messages that are radiating through your bones, washing away things that are not in alignment, that's not in alignment with you, so that you can begin to move beyond the barriers that are prohibiting you from your light. There's something here that's stopping your light. I'm going to take some time to pull some clarity on this. Pull some clarity on what is stopping the light from shining from the collective while they're in this recovery state. July came out. Something significant may have happened to you in the month of July. For those of you who may resonate with that month. The other cards that came out are your dreams. There are being messages sent to you through your dreams. And it's important that you don't take that lightly. These messages are being sent to you in order for you to fulfill a certain mission, for you to do certain things, even if the dreams may not be as clear to you. Be sure to take note of them. And the second message came out is a good heart. You have a good heart. That's not a bad thing. However, if you allow your heart to be used or taken advantage of, this may be the very thing that debilitates you. And you must be aware of that. and be very conscious of them. While you're in this recovery state, yes, you have a good heart, but you also can use it for good. Use it to help others. But it's important that you have these boundaries up to protect your heart so that it can shine. That's how people are able to see you. There are people who do need your help and do need your support. But with respect, but with a certain degree of humility and delicacy of your being. And if you're in a position where you're compromising that, this is what's holding you back. Oh, very eclectic and powerful messages. And if this message has resonated with you so far, please be sure to like, please be sure to subscribe or comment below of how these messages may be showing up in your world. And before I close out, I would like to just simply pull some messages to see what else I can gain from the stones and the cars. What other messages do the collective need to know at this time? Walking away. Walking away, physical beauty. This is about you seeing the true beauty of your being. You actually may be a physically beautiful person. People may see you from a distance and stop and stare, or acknowledge your beauty with compliments more often than not. But it's not just about your physical beauty. It's about your heart. It's about your light. People can see the good in you from a mile away. That's why it's important when you're in or around people and environments that are not suitable for you, suitable to the type of person that you are, that you must walk away. You must find the courage to do so. This has everything to do with your spiritual upkeep and your spiritual well-being. Because the people need to see the light in you so they know where to go in the midst of darkness. And the final message that come out is good news. You will be receiving good news, whether this be about a job opportunity, whether this be about a love connection that you've been waiting for, or this could also even be about a financial blessing. Something in it is good, and you will be receiving good news within the very near future. And I would like to close this reading out here. Thank you all for joining my healing circle tonight. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I look forward to seeing you in the next healing circle.